captivating time-lapse view of the traffic on the historic 3rd Avenue Bridge, a landmark here in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr with Doris Burke on our sideline. Last game for the Hornets, they picked up the W against the Sacramento Kings.
And if you look at their numbers in that game, what jumps out most is the balance offensively. They really spread the wealth.
And they were on fire in all areas. That was a very satisfying road win.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting 5 on the floor. And Charlotte looking at who they've got. At the 3, MKG and Cody Zeller at the 4. Walker runs the point with Stevenson flanking him. And it's Jefferson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And I'll bet that's what they talked about before the game. You know, getting the ball inside early.
Well, it worked to perfection there. I like the game plan. Get it inside, force the defense to react, and then play off your big men.
Now, here's Stevenson. Really played well against Sacramento in his last outing. Jefferson, that's good.
I'm sure they're satisfied with that possession, guys. Very nice shot that time.
And here are the Timberwolves. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
Yeah, I thought their defense in that game was about as shaky as it could be. At home, that kind of defense isn't going to cut it. Never mind if you're on the road.
They really looked tired to me, and I don't know if they had travel issues or if they were out too late, but something was amiss because they had no energy.
Stevenson can't hit.
Nikola Pekovic might be the strongest player in the league. 6'11", 285, power lifter's physique. He's impossible to move once he gets position.
Now, here is Young, right now averaging 15 points a game. Well, the Bobcats then, now Hornets, might have been a little bit late to the analytics movement, but that's going on in the NBA all over the place, and they're full-time on it now.
Yeah, they're all over it. Last season, they had a half dozen of their staff devoted to analytics.
And for the Hornets, that's huge, having a bit of a numerical guide as to who to target in free agency because they aren't usually a big player in that respect. Very porous defense down there by the hoop. He probably should make that one.
G dishes to Wiggins. Jefferson with the rebound.
Nobody anywhere close to him. Where's the defense? He's got to make that shot, though.
And he gets it to go.
Boy, where was the box out? Too easy on that second chance opportunity.
Yeah, no box out is what happened there. Those kind of mistakes on the glass will kill a team. And we know the Hornets definitely aren't as big a player in most free agent markets. That's pretty clear, small market team. They're usually at the bottom of the league in payroll. But they are making the most of what they spend now with their analysis, so trying to level the playing field a little bit.
Now here's Walker. He also had a big impact in that win against the Kings. Stevenson passes to Jefferson. 6 to shoot, and it's Walker penetrating, and that one's good. Walker's got his first points in this one. Minnesota in the lead. Here's G. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against New York. Outside, Martin kicks to G. Pekovic dishes to Wiggins. Young passes to G. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Such a wide open look. Martin's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Jefferson setting the pick for Walker. And he gets the shot to fall after coming off the pick.
Boy, Jefferson got really physical on that screen to help set the shot up.
Pekovic with a screen on Walker. Dishes to Wiggins. It's Young on the wing. Offline with his 3.
The clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
Walker against Martin. Zeller setting the pick for Walker. He kicks it to Zeller. Stevenson drives in, and that one's good. Stevenson's got his second bucket of the night.
Looks like he might be on his game today, Clark.
Here's G. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. And the foul on Andrew Wiggins. That is his first foul of the game.
What a great play to sacrifice his body and take the hit.
Yeah, I thought that was excellent awareness and anticipation to beat him to the spot there.
All right, fans, that was yours. And here is our two hitters. Let me hear it. Have been on fire over the course of the past 10 games. In the third spot, the Timberwolves.
It's due to better shot selection lately, Kevin. They're taking their time to make sure the shots they take go in. Really good self-discipline there. Boy, he wanted everybody in the building to know who threw that one down.
Hanging on the rim is, I guess, one way to do it.
It's the best way to do it, as long as you don't get teed up, I guess.
Here's G, averaging 9 points per contest, and that one's good. Pekovic.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
Yeah, me too, Clark. I think anytime you have success pounding the ball inside, you got to continue to go to the well.
Walker goes in. Stevenson outside. Here's Jefferson. That's good, and it's Stevenson with the assist.
He is just so good from that range, guys.
You know, never mind with the height advantage he had there.
Here's G, guarded by Walker. The kick out to Young. And G now atop the key. Pekovic with a screen on Walker. Back to Young. Wide open look. Here's Pekovic. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
While we have a chance here, let's check out some stats for Al Jefferson. 5th in rebounding. And he's been quite an offensive threat, averaging enough points to put him in the top 20 in scoring.
And Steve, how about his rank in the rebounding department? I mean, the guy is physical, he's strong, and he relishes contact and banging around in there.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Brewer comes in for Wiggins, and Ricky Rubio subbed in for Kevin Martin. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Timberwolves?
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
And they're also showing some muscle here in the first half, finding a lot of points in the paint area.
Now, here's Brewer. Right now averaging 7 points a game. Here's G. The three-pointer's right on target. G's got himself on the board with 3 there.
The lead changes hands once again. There has been no separation between these two teams tonight.
What an intriguing basketball game, that's for sure. 4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Yeah, that's textbook basketball, just having their way down low. Marvin Williams, the former number 2 pick out of North Carolina back in 2005, now in his 10th season in the NBA.
Here's Brewer, and he dunks it down.
Everybody on the floor is hot. Incredible stuff here in the early stages.
Tell you what, both teams playing downhill. Who's going to blink first?
Here's Roberts, right now averaging 5 points a game. There's the pick, and Neal kicks to Henderson. Pass to Roberts, launches a 3. That one goes. Count it. Guys, what a wild first half this has been.
I'd say, 8 lead changes, that speaks for itself.
Yeah, back and forth start for sure. This game is setting up to be awfully competitive. Now, tough call there on that illegal screen.
He didn't look set to me, Steve. I thought that was a good call.
Charlotte in the lead. Feeds it to Henderson. There's the pass to Roberts. He dishes it to Williams. A baseline J. Minnesota with the rebound. Last time they came together was in Charlotte, where they fell to the Hornets.
Well, they got beat up the last time they saw these guys. You know, they were in foul trouble all game. I think they had a beef with the officiating, but whatever it was, they've got to avoid that same issue this time around.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically, no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
Now here's Henderson. He's covered closely, and he gets it to go. And to continue, Clark, what Steve was talking about, they were whistled for an inordinate amount of fouls in that game, I recall.
Well, Kevin, they can blame the officials all they want, but when you lose as big as they did, I mean, things wouldn't have been a lot different if they had gotten all the calls, so let it go.
Here's Pekovic following the basket by Gerald Henderson, and that one's good. Pekovic. 24 seconds left in the first. Here's Neal, and that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession.
Good ball movement.
Charlotte leading by 3. On the floor for Charlotte. Stevenson is the 2 with MKG the 3. Marvin Williams is out there with Al Jefferson. And it's Walker in at the point guard position. So it's the Timberwolves now. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist unable to get his shot to go. And it's Martin missing. For Charlotte, they've gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burdick. Doris, what do you have?
Well, G, in the last matchup against the Knicks, made a big difference. He picked up 12 points and really orchestrated the offense as well as he piled up the assist totals. His performance will be a high note in what has been a disappointing season for his team.
All right, Doris, thanks. And Steve, yet another special game from a player that we know is incredibly capable for this team.
Yeah, he sure is. We saw it firsthand, and it was fun to watch. He really got it rolling.
Yeah, nothing better than to see a guy confident, comfortable, on a roll, and elevating his team to high levels of play. That's a beautiful thing to watch, fellas. The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening, Steve.
No, it's off the charts. It really is. And defensively, I mean, they have to start shutting down some of those lanes to the hoop.
And Wiggins throws it down.
Boy, oh boy, to be young again. My, oh my. You got me thinking back to my days.
Oh, yeah, right. It does make you nostalgic, doesn't it? Oh, man.
Yep, reminds me a lot of myself in my younger days too, guys. Oh wait, maybe not.
Here's Kidd-Gilchrist after the basket by Minnesota. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. Walker. Again, the Hornets score.
You're going to be waiting a long time if you're waiting for him to miss that when he's that open.
Here's G. It's Martin on the wing. 16 feet away, and again it's Minnesota converting.
I'll tell you what, fellas, he loves those mid-range jumpers. I mean, that's where he makes his money. Well, certainly a story here at the Target Center is the ongoing $100 million renovation to the building. Split 50-50 between the team and the city of Minneapolis, and that's great news for Timberwolves fans.
Here's G, following the basket by Lance Stevenson. Wiggins passes to Young. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. Now centers and power forwards aren't who you typically look to for three-point shooting. But among that group, these have been the most accurate since the All-Star break. Fourth, Thaddeus Young.
It's amazing these days. There's just so many good outside shooting big men. That didn't used to be the case in the NBA. But now the floor is spread all over the place because you've got so many big-time shooters at that 4 and 5 spot.
Yeah, you make a good point there, Steve. Big guys shooting the ball well. It's part and parcel of the game now. You go back a generation, there were only a fraction of big men who could knock down outside shots like we're seeing currently.
Timberwolves trail by 5. Here's Martin, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
I'd say that shot was well within his range.
You think so? I mean, I was pretty good from 2 feet and in myself. That's a gimme there.
They set the pick. Outside Jefferson. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Al Jefferson is the mayor of the left block. Has that signature right-handed jump hook, which is virtually impossible to stop. Kind of like a one-handed push shot if you compared it to anything, but with his size and really high release, it's still hard to get to if you're defending.
And Jefferson can really palm the basketball. Big hands. And Steve, don't you think that helps his control on that jump hook?
Oh, yeah, no question. The ability to gather and go up with one hand, you know, leaving the other hand free to ward off the defender. It's a big reason why he's got such a low rate of turnovers for a go-to scorer down on the block.
Here's Walker, following the 3 by Minnesota. Inside to Jefferson. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Walker's got 3 assists now in this one.
His shooting's been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons his team is up in this game.
Here's G. We've got 1:48 left to play here in the half. Here's Martin. Another miss by Martin.
You just assume he's going to knock those down when he's as open as he was there.
Walker dishes to Stevenson. Outside Jefferson. Back to Stevenson. Just 5 to shoot. And it's Kid Gilchrist penetrating. And there's another one for the Hornets. And some changes here for the Hornets. Henderson comes in for and Brian Roberts subbed in for Walker. Timberwolves trail by 5. Pekovic with a screen. Here's G. Passes it to Pekovic. And he uses the glass on the layup. Pekovic has got 9.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
Charlotte leading by 3. There's 53 seconds left in the first half. Here's Roberts. Pass to Jefferson. Outside Jefferson. Misses the wing J.
You know, they haven't been able to open up a big lead, but the rebounds are starting to add up for them. They may be able to pull away a little bit.
Yeah, they've been doing the dirty work inside, Steve, playing a very tough brand of basketball.
The Timberwolves shot 6.
I like the effort, son.
I'm feeling it, coach.
He's shooting about.
Close game as we wrap up the second quarter. Hornets up.
Well, you've been consistently able to find the open man through the first 2 quarters. What have you seen that you've been able to exploit in this defense?
I don't really think I've seen much to exploit. Really, it's just been about all keeping the ball moving and letting my teammates make the plays I know they can make. I sort of lucked into a lot of assists that way.
Your decisions have been on point to this point. Kevin, over to you.
Thank you, Doris. We'll be...
Hey, guys, some keys to talk about from what I've seen so far. This is a tight ball game, but remember, this is our house. The amount of scoring we got from close range was great. Keep looking to make those quick fire entry passes. It's hard to argue with a bunch of layups and 6-footers. On a good note, our passing has been very smooth. You set each other up with some really nice assists. That's strong team basketball. Let's keep it up. And in this half, I want us quick to get out on the break. Let's get headed up the floor as soon as we get our hands on the ball. There better be no backing down. I want to see just as much effort for the rest of this game as if it was the first game of the season.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half.
Just absolute domination in this one for Henderson.
He has 12. Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, he's really tapped into his potential today, guys.
Charlotte in the lead. G, he's in at the point. Pekovic is out there with Young. Then there's Martin. And it's Wiggins in at the 3. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
Well, if you're going to set a screen like that, you've got to make sure your feet are set.
I agree with you, and I thought maybe he was set that time, Steve. I thought it was a good screen on his part.
Here's G. Pekovic with a screen on Walker. G kicks to Martin. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Now here's Walker. It's not very often you can say this about the future is looking pretty bright and sharp.
So often the season ends and you're thinking about the issues you've got to deal with, but right now the Hornets headed in a good direction.
Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burdick. Doris, what do you have?
Well, gentlemen, as you know, great post scoring is a bit of a lost art in the NBA, but Al Jefferson is a throwback player. He said, you know what gets me going? When I spin to the baseline real quick, get you off your feet, go under you, and throw it up fast. That's better than any windmill or 360 dunk I can ever do. Kevin?
Oh, well, loves to operate down low. Thank you, Doris.
Boy, and I love Jefferson's great footwork on the low box. I mean, he's always keeping defenders off balance.
And for Charlotte, as you said, you know, part of it is feeling good with their direction, but also
They should feel good that they actually have a direction after the way the last few years had gone.
Here's Stevenson. Cannot hit. And Minnesota now the other way. They'll be off next to Utah for a meeting with the Jazz. That'll be just one game played away from home for them.
You know, having a direction, as you mentioned, had been a problem with Charlotte because they seemed to change their minds every year about who they were going to be, and they did it for the last decade or so. Now it seems as though the base is solid, and they've got an idea of how they want to build and who they want to build around, and they've got a group that can grow together.
The dish to Kid Gilchrist. Back to Stevenson. Stevenson right side from the baseline. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Stevenson's got 11 points. And Clark, a great competitive game so far.
Yeah, tit for tat. I mean, back and forth, plenty of lead changes, and excellent play.
These two teams, guys, look so evenly matched to me. I think this could go right down to the wire.
That's a 2 from Martin. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Outside, Walker. And it's out of bounds. The Hornets able to retain possession here. Now let's check out and highlight the best defenses in the NBA. In third, the Hornets.
This is a team that really competes at the defensive floor, guys. They play hard and they play together. They are really tough to score upon.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. And Zeller kicks to Stevenson.
1 for 4 from the field since halftime. They're having a tough time getting it going here.
Well, probably the right play defensively. If you can't get the block, send them to the free throw line. Don't give them an easy 2.
No easy buckets inside. Force free throws and work to keep them out of the lane next time around.
And that trip coming up empty, missing both.
Well, Cody Zeller out of Indiana, the younger brother of Tyler Zeller, who was drafted in 2012. Cody at 6'11", played center for the Hoosiers. More of a power forward there at the NBA.
And that one's good. And it's 8 points for G.
That one goes down, but offensively, just 1 of 4 to start the third quarter.
Back to Kid Gilchrist, and stolen by Pekovic. It's tipped and stolen by Zeller. And here comes Walker, leading the fast break. That ball, nice feed that time from Stevenson. Stevenson's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Young, a screen on Walker. G passes to Young. Here's Pekovic, and that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Well, that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active, be energetic, and react as soon as the shot goes up.
Walker's shot is off.
And the defense did just enough to throw him off that shot.
G dishes to Martin. Here's G. He's got 8. Pekovic with a screen. Tries it from 9. And Lance Stevenson pulls it down. Stevenson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. It's tipped. And slam dunk by Kid Gilchrist.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
Yeah, he's sensing this is a critical time in this game, guys.
Pekovic with a screen on Walker. G kicks to Young. And G now atop the key. Nails it from the high post. G's got 10 points in the game.
Fantastic pass. He turned that one into a pretty easy basket for his teammate.
Left side Walker. Here's Jefferson. Thaddeus Young grabs the miss.
And you got to like the defense inside, really protecting the rim.
Challenging shots and making his presence felt around the rim. That's exactly what he can give you.
And a wide open look here for Wiggins. Off target from 3-point range. Stevenson drives in. Outside Kid Gilchrist. Back to Stevenson. Outside Kid Gilchrist. Shot clock at 6. Back to Stevenson. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
Another good look there, and that's his second three-pointer of the game.
Some changes for Minnesota. Brewer is checked in for Wiggins.
All right, you're up.
Oh, yeah.
16 seconds left to play in the third. And Roberts kicks to Henderson. The shot. That's good on the jump shot. Henderson's got 14 points for the game. Rubio with it. 3 seconds left. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. First trip to the line for him here.
And the free throws for him, he's making them at about a rate of 77%.
Guys, he's slightly fallen off his pace from a year ago at the line, and those points from the stripe have been a little harder to come by.
On Tap Monday.
And our State Farm assist to the game replay. Great offensive play. 1 of 8 assists on the night that we've seen from G.
And you got to love that play, guys, but it's been one after another for him all game long. He just has that uncanny awareness of where his teammates are. Time.
And on the court for Charlotte as we start the fourth. Walker runs the point with Stevenson flanking him. Henderson out there with Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. And it's Zeller in at the 5 spot. Shot is blocked. And they'll keep possession. And that one's good by Stevenson. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Hornets.
Boy, defensively, they've played with a high energy level, guys, and all the steals we've seen, really a result of that aggressiveness.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
You know, as soon as he got an opening, he let it fly. That was a big shot there.
And the foul called on G. That is his first foul of the game. Al Jefferson is checked in for Gerald Henderson. They set the pick. Stevenson passes to Kidd-Gilchrist. Here's G. He's guarded by Stevenson. Pass to Levine. Here's Wiggins. Good on the three-point shot.
They're not going to run that play very often, but hey, they'll take it. Way to notch that three.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. And Stevenson kicks to Jefferson. And it's off the back rim, no good. The Timberwolves trail. G dishes to Brewer. Bekovic with a screen on Jefferson. G passes to Bekovic. Here's G, and there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
Really nice work inside there. They'll always give you a battle on the interior guy.
Charlotte has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Walker goes in, inside to Jefferson. Stevenson outside. Back to Kidd-Gilchrist. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. They get it back. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Took out the game for Jefferson. He's got 11 points, and he's come away with 2 steals as well. He's blown up some plays out there.
It shows you what an intelligent defender he can be on the ball. He really understands the game.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Thaddeus Young. He's checked in for Brewer. And it's Martin in for Levine. Here's Kidd-Gilchrist. And the foul called on G. That'll be his second foul of the game. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. 6 on the shot clock. And Zeller kicks to Stevenson. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. And the Hornets lead by 3.
That's been a great day for him, and if you remember, he gave them a huge performance their last time out as well.
Here's G. Martin with a screen on Walker. Bekovic with a screen. Here's G. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Zeller's got his 4th rebound in this one. Walker with it, and it's Martin picking him up. Stevenson left side. Back to Walker. From 11 feet away, that's good. And it's a 5-point Charlotte lead.
That time the defenders were a little lazy getting to him.
Here's G. 4th quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Outside for Martin. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Hornets leading by 3. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
I was able to listen in on what Clifford was going over with his team. With the game still up for grabs, he simply told his guys, we're right there. Stay focused, execute, and get it done. Kevin, let's see how it plays out.
And good on the basket. Book it. 14 points for Kemba Walker. For Minnesota, they've gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the 4th quarter so far. Here's G. Right side, Martin. The tray. Again, Martin missing.
He's still looking for his first 3-pointer of the second half after making just 1 in the first.
Jefferson dishes to Walker. Right side to Walker. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
Really hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, at least at the offensive end.
Rejected by Jefferson. And here they come. Moving it up. And Stevenson with the basket on the assist from Kid Gilchrist. Kid Gilchrist has got 3 assists tonight. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
And it's the Hornets ball. They're on an 11-2 run. Here's Stevenson. Cashes in for a double-digit lead. Stevenson's got 22.
They've been so efficient in the paint in this game. That's an area they've totally dominated.
You know, once they ID'd the edge they had inside, they just continued to attack it.
It's stolen by Jefferson. And it's Kid Gilchrist penetrating. Tries again. Stevenson can't hit. Timberwolves trail by 11. Here's G. Martin the screen. Over to the wing. G passes to Pekovic. That's good.
Heard the whistle and still kept his focus, able to knock that down.
And that is not easy, Steve. I mean, to take the bump, to maintain control of your body, and put it in the hole, tremendous play. In a big game for Pekovic, he has 14 points and the 2 nice steals as well.
You just can't find fault with anything he's done here. The effort, the energy, his production, his defense, it's all there.
All hustle, nonstop effort from him, all over that 94 by 50-foot box.
Very clever passing. That was just beautifully done.
Here's G, guarded by Walker. G kicks to Pekovic, stolen by Walker. Fast break now for Charlotte. Kid Gilchrist with the ball. From 13, Jefferson's shot is off. Timberwolves trail by 10. 1:32 left in the 4th. G dishes to Wiggins. A 3 ball. It's rebounded by Stevenson. Stevenson's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. The feed to Walker. The rebound by Young. Timberwolves have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. And it's Martin missing.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
And now just watching the clock wind down and what will turn out to be a win here for Charlotte.
Clark, this was a physical game.
Yeah, but the awareness they had offensively to penetrate really was the difference.
And so they'll be advancing their win total to 42 games.
This win will give them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief two-gamer.
Yeah, Steve, it'll mean a lot to them just the same, though. Anytime you go undefeated against an opponent, that's a sweet feeling.
Outside, Walker. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Stevenson passes to Walker. He feeds it to Zeller. 6 to shoot. Outside, Walker. Connects from three-point range. Walker's got the lead up to 11 now for Charlotte.
Well, guys, tonight they came in here and really dictated the terms of the engagement, which is very difficult to do as the visitors.
You're right. That's not usually the way things work in the NBA. It's a great win, and no question, it's going to be a happy plane ride out of here.
And no question, he got bumped on that shot.
Definitely no room for discussion on that one.
And G drops them both. 8 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Neal. And so it's Charlotte with the...
Kevin, thank
Yeah, another one of them flip mode joints. Bust the rhymes, yeah. Word mother, yeah. Check it out, yeah. Just sing to the left, sing to